Singles tell me all the time that they are the chooser, that they chose their last relationship. But then I pose a question. Did this person find you, chase after you, and eventually you settled? Or did you intentionally choose them to be your partner? And usually the answer is no, I was not intentional. But here's something I want you to know. Those type of relationships rarely lead to anything meaningful. I know you're here because you're looking for something long-lasting. Well, today I'm going to share some tips on how to be more intentional and mindful with dating so that you can screen and make sure a person is actually aligned to your core values before committing in a relationship. For more tips on how to take charge of your love life, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. The first thing I want you to do is to identify your non-negotiables. Most singles that fall into this dating trap do not have clear boundaries, so they end up negotiating the most important parts of themselves. Listen, we teach people how to treat us. It's so important that we have this list available to us so that we know how to screen a person. And so when it comes to these non-negotiables, you're looking for things that are behaviors and actions that you require from a partner in order for you to be happy in a relationship. And if one of those are missing, it's going to be an issue. You're going to fight with that person. There's going to be conflict. So you know that it's something that's a deal breaker and non-negotiable for you. Non-negotiables can vary from person to person. But I'll give you some examples. Monogamy is one, being addiction-free is one, also someone that's emotionally safe. As you can see, none of these are superficial traits like someone's height, how much money they make. It's really about the core values of a person and what you need aligned with them. And non-negotiables are subjective. You know, spirituality means different things to different people, so it's important that you define it and be clear about your definition of what this non-negotiable looks like. Usually when I work with clients, we flesh out about 10 to 15 non-negotiables. If you have 3 or 100, then there's an issue, right? That means you're not really clear about your non-negotiables. And I really want you to sit down and think about actions and behaviors you need from a partner to make you happy. The second thing that I want you to do so that you can be the chooser is to ask yourself, do I really like him or her? Just because someone chooses you doesn't mean that they make a great partner. Listen, I get it. If you haven't dated somebody for a while, it feels nice to have an admirer, somebody that's giving you attention, giving you compliments, wanting to get into a relationship with you. But you're looking for the real deal. You're not just trying to fill a void. So even if this person is trying to rush a commitment and lock you down, you have the right to control the speed and you can tell them to slow down. You still need to get to know them and get your list of non-negotiables and start screening them and ensure that they actually meet those non-negotiables before you even consider them relationship material. Stop letting things happen to you or waiting for things to fall in your lap. Start picking and being the chooser of the people that you let into your life. The third thing I want you to do is slow down to speed up. What do I mean by that? When you meet a person in the beginning, you're meeting the sales representative. This is the person that's putting their best foot forward. You haven't seen their flaws. You haven't seen their insecurities. You don't know anything that's beneath that surface, right? So you need to take time. And I usually say give them a 90-day probationary period so that you can see these flaws come out, these insecurities come out. And the goal is to understand if it's something that you're willing to tolerate. Listen, we all have flaws and insecurities. It's about finding our match, right? Where we're willing to tolerate those red flags and we're willing to work with them on it. And if they're not somebody that you are willing to tolerate, then you can end the relationship and move on. But what happens, and why I say slow down to speed up, is that we jump into relationships so quickly, we get so emotionally invested, and then we're trying to fix, rescue, change the person we're with so that this relationship will work. And then 2 years down the line, the relationship ends, and that's 2 years of your time that you've invested in a relationship that was never going to work. So if you take 3 months to slow down, to really screen this person and ensure that your values align, that their actions and words match, then you know this person is worth investing your time in and making a commitment with. The fourth thing I want you to do is to trust your intuition. I know chemistry is a very important part of the formula. I get it. However, emotional safety is too. So you should be checking in with yourself as you're hanging out with this person. Do I feel emotionally safe? Do I feel secure around this person? Do I feel like I can trust this person? Right? If you don't feel those feelings and you're getting red flags here and there and pink flags everywhere, that's a sign that this person is not making you feel emotionally safe. Our gut instinct is such a powerful tool to help us pick a partner. It's important that you start listening to your gut, right? If it says you're not safe, this is not the right relationship, listen to it. The fifth thing that I want you to do is learn how to say no to what you don't want so you can make room for what you do want. And I know breakups are tough. I know it's hard to start over again, start with a new relationship, but prolonging the pain and staying in a relationship where your needs aren't met, where you're not heard or respected, that's more painful, right? And years will go by and you're just negotiating yourself. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to get your needs met. The only way that can happen is if you honor your own boundaries with yourself. You teach people how to treat you. If you're constantly negotiating your own boundaries, well, you're giving your partner the permission to do the same. I want you to stop abandoning yourself. The minute that you honor and respect your own boundaries is the minute that you'll attract somebody that will do the same for you. All right, now I want to hear from you. Leave your comments and questions below. I do reply. And if you need to learn how to be the chooser and stop being chosen, please visit me at amythedatingcoach.com. And I have private coaching and group coaching courses that will help support you in really leveling up in love. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.